Good morning and welcome back to the farm. So we've come up and picked up the trailer this morning. We need to go over to the wheat field, and I say wheat field, I mean wheat section, and we need to harvest it. Then we'll be baling up all the straw. So let's head over there now. We have still got the New Holland TX32 harvester. Our harvester's still in for repair at the dealership. We'll ring up later and find out how it's getting on, because once we've finished our harvest there'll be no need for us to keep the TX32 anyway. And this year this is the only harvest we've got, so unfortunately I won't be able to tell if they've fixed our harvester till next year, because we'll have nothing to harvest. Obviously it was cutting out while we were just driving around, so we can definitely try just driving it around, but not a lot more, I'm afraid. Anyway, it looks like our wheat field is ready. We'll go test the oh look, the linseed's been harvested. They must have done that last night. Oh wow, that was a beautiful field of linseed, which is didn't look ready to harvest, so I'm surprised, but oh well. I'm not managing that farm. We're only managing half it. So, like I say, yeah, so we need to crack on with this harvest. I think I will leave that there, and we'll go jump in the harvester. And then we'll crack on with getting that done. Lift up the header. Okay. This is an absolutely amazing harvester. I'm really pleased with it. I don't know what's going to go on with ours, but right, we want to start off by going across the field at the top, don't we? Couple of trips across the field. Right, we've still got straw mode set to swath, which is what we want. All set up and ready to go. Right, it's wheat, so I'll lower it a bit. See how it does. Yeah, still very dusty. Right, I'll crack on and get this done, and then we'll catch up. So it turns out that this field is yielding even better than the oats field, and that is incredible. And we've got a full combine. So let's put the auger out. There we go. I'm going to leave it running. Jump out. We'll go get the tractor and the trailer. We'll empty it. Now, obviously, because of how this is yielding, this is going to be a couple of trailer loads, I think, but that's okay, because we've got the silo at the cow farm. We can just go and empty it off into the silo and carry on. This is going really well at the minute. It's only been about an hour. I've managed about 3 times around the field, and we've got a full harvester, so yeah, it's really good. Okay, fold the auger away and we'll carry on. I'll get the rest done. I won't film it because you've seen enough of harvesting over the last couple of episodes, and yeah, we'll get it all sorted. See you in a bit. Okay, just this last little tiny strip to do. We have just over 2/3 full on the harvester for the second time, so we only got 1 2/3 harvesters out of this, but I say only. That's pretty good, isn't it? And that hopefully will all fit in the trailer, but I'm not entirely certain. In fact, no, it won't all fit in the trailer, but that's okay. We can do another trip. But that's all our harvesting done for this year. That's incredible. And it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. Right. Let's see if we can get it more towards the front of the trailer here. So yeah, I'll have to go and drop this load off into the silo, and then I'll come back for the last tiny little bit, because yep, there'll be 1,000 litres left. Well, I'll leave the auger out. Right, let's close that off. There we go. Right, we'll go and empty this trailer. Full trailer load, which is brilliant. Come back for the last little bit. And I might go and give the last little bit to the chickens, actually. Not sure how I'm going to do that. We'll figure it out somehow. But yeah, 8,000 litres into the silo. It's been really good, actually. That has yielded really, really well. But now, I'll tell you what we need to do now. We need to get ourselves, well, after we've baled up all the straw and sorted that out, we need to get ourselves a cultivator, because that field is going to turn back into grassland. And yep, that's going to be our grassland. And then once we've got another cut, sorry Pooch, I'm just wandering around there. Not scared of the tractors, are you? So after we've got our next cut of the cow farm field up here, which will be silage, then we will need to start dividing it up into different fields. And I've got some thoughts of how we do that. We can plant some hedges. Let's open this up. And that doesn't get any lighter. Yeah, so we'll plant some hedges and some trees, and we'll divide the field up into sections, and then we'll be able to farm it a little bit easier. It'll line up with our equipment size, because obviously it's a massive field at the minute. Right. It's emptying nicely. Now we'll go back and get the remainder of whatever's left in the harvester, and we'll go give that to the chickens. After we've closed up a bit. The silo, I should say. There we go. And then it'll be time to start baling the straw. I'll phone the dealership. That's not too far away from being able to cut again, actually. Probably September, I would imagine. But we'll phone up the dealership, tell them we're done with the harvester, and if they want it, they can have it back. However, the canola field's looking good, isn't it? Apart from the weeds. I don't know why she didn't spray it, but never mind. So yeah, we'll contact the dealership, and we'll get. Well, if they want the harvester back, they can come and get it. If they want to wait until ours is fixed, that's absolutely fine as well. I've got no problem storing it at the field up here. And we'll see if they've got to the bottom of what it is that's causing our one to shut down anyway. I mean, my money's on injectors, something to do with the injectors or the injector system maybe. but we'll see. Right, so we're back at our field now, our first field, sorry. Going to touch up the baler. It took me a little longer than I thought to feed the chickens. Obviously I had to shovel the stuff out the trailer and into their coop, but we're ready to go now, start baling. So let's go get it all done. Okay, that's all the straw baling done. We'll do our usual have a quick count, and we've still got nearly 80% of the baler full for the next time as well. So anyway, jump up here. Right, how many did we get off this section? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think it was 10 off the last one. Oh no, 7, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 off this section. 10 off the last one. So 17 bales. I don't think that's bad for this area. I mean, what do you guys think? Anyway. Gonna need to get more picked up now. I think I'll leave the... Yeah. Oh, yeah. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to go and we'll take the baler over to the other field because we're going to be baling there next. So if we take it back to the other farm, because we're going to be doing grass bales next in September. So yeah, you can stay over there for now. We need to move the repaired muck spreader out of the garage. We'll move it further down or something, and then we'll be able to pack the trailer in and get the sides up, taken off. I might use a spanner or two, so it's better to do it in the workshop. And then once that's done, we can bring the Massey Ferguson over to their field and start loading up the bales from the trailer. This is very exciting. Anyway, first things first, we'll get this baler put away. Might as well put it back where it was before. And here. Then, when we can, we'll have to start cultivating that field and then planting some grass. And I think we should be able to do it before winter. I'm hoping. Get some fertiliser on it as well once it's germinated. There's no point carving up all the grass that's there already. What do I want to do with this? Let's straighten it up a bit so we can get the seeder out if we need to. How far behind have I got? Oh, I've got a little way. Let's go back a bit further. There we go, that'll do. Now let's get the muck spreader out of the way. Right, I will see you when I've sorted it out. Okay, welcome back. Here we go. It's all done. I've just left the sides in there for now, and we can put them back on again later. So it is now time for us to take this down to the field, and then I'm going to walk back. I'm going to have some lunch at the house, and then I'll pick up the Massey Ferguson. I'll tell you what, I'm going to close this up for now because there's no reason we need to get back in there today. I think it would be an ideal opportunity to try the muck spreader before we cultivate that field and make it grassland again. Because what we could do is cultivate the muck into the field, which would be ideal. If we just spread muck on the bit that we've just harvested, cultivate it in, and that'd be an ideal test of the muck spreader, and it'll increase the yield that we get off the grass for next year. Anyway, I don't know how many bales we can fit on this trailer. I'm hoping that we'll get in. Well, hoping we'll get most of them in, if not all of them. Because if we don't get all of them in, I'll have to do 2 trips. And I don't even know where we're going to sell them yet. I'll have to look that up later. Anyway, right, it's better for me to park up the top where it's flatter, be easier to get the bales on and off. Or on the trailer, I should say. Okay. That should do it. Right then, I'm going to walk back and have some lunch. Then we'll come up in the Massey and we'll get this loaded. I can't imagine we're going to get many more than maybe 6 bales on here. I don't know. We'll have to look. I reckon. No, sorry. Maybe 6. Maybe 10 bales. 3 across the bottom each side. 2 on top on each side. So 6 on the bottom, 4 on the top. That's 2 trips. That's not too bad. It's 2 fairly full trips. Anyway, I'll see you after I've had some lunch. Okay, so I've had my lunch. I'm just warming up the Massey Ferguson. Let's take it for a drive over to the field. Wish we could get a smaller front loader for this tractor. This one's, yeah, big and clunky and in the way. Hay we can do 2 at a time. These are slightly heavier than the hay, but we'll give it a go. First 2 loaded. There we go. Might not be able to get as many on there as I thought. Right, I'm going to crack on and load up, and when we've got a full trailer, join me and we'll find out where we can sell it. Oh yes, just while I remember, I did call the dealership about the harvester. They said, cool, essentially they're going to leave that one with me. I've told them I've got no more harvesting to do. They're going to leave that one with me until mine is sorted. They think it's the injectors, so I was right with my guess. So they're replacing the injectors at the minute, and then they'll pick up that one when they'll pick up the New Holland when they drop off the farm. But at the minute, we still don't know when that will be. If they need it before then, if they need the New Holland before then, they will come and get it. Time to crack on. Well, thanks to my incredible bale stacking abilities, it's taken only an hour to get these all stacked extremely badly. But they are stacked. I'm going to throw some straps over them. Then we're going to do a bit of research and see where we should go to sell them. They should all stay nicely, shouldn't they? Just take this one off when we do it. There we go. Right. Ooh, don't want to walk into those. That would hurt. Okay. Good stuff. So this will be the first load. Then there will be one more load. Right. I'm going to phone around a few places and see which is the best price at the minute. Okay, so it turns out that the best place to sell at the minute is actually the bale sell point right next to the dealership. So that's where we're going to head. And then we'll come back for the last load and head back into the same place again. And by that time, I think it will be time to head home for dinner. And we've had a pretty good day. Right, this way. Right, well here we are. I've never come to this side of the dealership before. Oh, there's our harvester with its engine in bits. Lovely. Right, so this must be the bale sale point with the bales outside it. Let's go in and talk to them and see what they'll give me. Right, great news, they unloaded them all, then they gave me £1,700. That is fantastic. For straw just straight off the field that we had no need for. That was really, really good price, I think. Well, I say really, really good in the current economy. Right, I'm going to head back and get the second load, and we could probably expect a figure closer to £1,000 for that, because there's only, well, what was that? That was 10 bales, and we've got 7 to go. So yeah, I would imagine it will just break over 1,000. Tell you what, it really is a lovely evening. We'll get these last bales loaded up and take them over to the store, see how much we get for them, and then it's all about putting things away. Okay, then another round of quality stacking, and put the strap on, straps on. There we go, that should stop them rolling off. Right, now I'm going to put this tractor in the shed over here. And we'll sort it out tomorrow. Because all I'm going to do now is go and sell those bales and then head home for some well-earned dinner. Then in the next vlog, we're going to be cracking on with getting all this cultivated. Well, mucked, spread and cultivated. It might be a better idea to spread the slurry with... Get off. Might be a better idea to spread the slurry. We've certainly got a lot more of that than we have muck at the minute. Okay, let's go get these sold. And then we'll head home. Right then, just sold all those bales. It did come to just over 1,000, 1,200 in fact, which is actually not too bad. Which is not too bad at all. Right, anyway. I'm going to head home. And I'm going to end the vlog now. So, thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you again next time, when hopefully we'll be doing some cultivating and some seeding. Bye for now.
A new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride.